Hi. Um, I'm basically going to be talking about like just what I went through. I've been not like recent, but like I would say 2020 to 2025. I have been, I would say, a person that has been gang stalked. I've also been falsely accused by a woman. Lying to gang members about how I was a gang member where I've never, you know, been gang member affiliated of anything. You know, um, when I bought a firearm and I purchased it, no felonies, nothing. Like the FBI, when they do that background check or whatever, it came back as you're clean and everything. You didn't have no records of anything. I have been dealing with harassment from gang individuals from state to state, from one state to another state. And I've told my family, I have told friends this, told everybody, and sometimes they'll tell me that, you're being paranoid. You're overthinking this. Um, and this would actually be happening. These individuals would, you will either be on a train, maybe a bus, or wherever, or maybe you're out, at the store or whatever, or maybe you're at a gym working out, and they would show up there kind of making harassments, basically being there. I understand, like, it's a free country and everything, and you can do whatever you want to do. That's fine. But to harass someone ongoingly is another thing. To literally be accusing someone of being affiliated with gang or whatever, right? And not actually do your research, do your hard facts on this person. That a female lied and told you an accusation that wasn't even true. She told you an accusation that wasn't even true based off on pettiness. I'm tired of dealing with it because I've been dealing with it for like back in 2020 I've been dealing with this. And I'm tired of dealing with this. I try to make every single progress in my life to try to build myself and work on my goals and try to be the best person I could possibly be. I'm completely tired. I'm hiding my identity because I don't want, you know, them to link it back to me, even if they was to find it on YouTube. And this is how serious this is. Because I wish I had people that can help me. I don't have nobody right now. Every time I go and tell my family, time I go and tell other people or my friends, you're overthinking this. And I'm tired of being harassed like this. No one can't live their life continuing to go through this. So it's got me to the point of making the decision of just leaving the whole United States of America. And because I'm tired of it. I'm tired of dealing with this. I'm tired of being harassed. I'm tired of dealing with gangs. I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of just dealing with some of the females in this goddamn US that have these malicious, evil intentions. Some people will sit there and say, well, why don't you like the females? It's not all of them that I don't like. It's the ones that are liars that make accusations. It's the ones that try to destroy other guys' life and other people's lives. I'm tired of them. And YouTube, don't get mad at me. I'm speaking my truth of like what has been going on, and I need like I've went to therapy multiple times. I went to therapists and talked to therapists from different states and talked about this story, you know, and went through healing and but tried to cope in like the real world, try to move in the real world, try to act in the real world, right? Just try to do what's right in the real world. You know, I can't stand them no more. I'm tired of them. I'm tired. I'm sick of them. They're a pest in my life. Everywhere you go, everywhere. So I'm tired. I'm very, very tired of them. Tired of the toxic females. I'm tired of every single last one of them. The gang niggas. Sorry for my language. The gangsters, the gangs, whatever. I don't give a damn what the fuck they are. In 2025, we have gangs in 2025. That's crazy. But whatever. Tired of the gangs. I'm tired of the harassment. I'm tired of not feeling safe. I'm tired of moving from one state to another state. I'm tired of dealing with what I have been dealing with for some time. I've been just dealing with it. I'm tired of it. A part of me has gotten so resentful because of this. Because nobody should be going through this. Here's what I'm dealing with. They quote unquote said that I snitch. Never been gang affiliated ever in my life. None of the gangs in the whole US. I'm not like none of them. And but you being harassed. Your life is being ruined. You're being targeted. And it's like I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. Like I have it's it's not how do I explain it? It's not that I have black fatigue. Well, I do. It ain't all black people. It's some black people. It's some. And it's the ones I'm talking about right now that I'm sick and tired of. And this channel right here is where I just, I kind of talk about these stories and how this kind of happened. So I was involved. So with my family, I was living with my mom. And my dad are not together. My mom and my dad are not together. I was living with my sister. I was living with my mom, but my sister was living there as well. Two of my sisters. My sister basically we got into a lot of arguments when we were children. A lot of, fights, etc. I was never really perfect, and I was a child that done stupid things. Okay. But where all this situation happened, it was where my sister's baby daddy basically was, having sex, in my mom's place, apartment, I would say apartment, yeah. And you know, part everybody would sit there and say, ignore it. My mom, didn't want that to happen. My mom sat there and was like upset because she was like, well, she don't want them to be doing that in the apartment because she was trying to do things low key, because at the time she was struggling to try to get a place. We went through some hard times, Instead of her having some sympathy, right? Most of these females only think for themselves. It's all they ever do is think for themselves and are very, very selfish. Not all of them, but some of them. So she ends up disobeying what my mom was saying. She ends up bringing her boyfriend in. I end up telling my mom about how she brought her boyfriend in the apartment, right? Now, when that happened, her boyfriend got upset and mad and started to make threats towards me, right? I'm not gang affiliated or affiliated with any set. Not a gang, not a clique, not anything. I went to school, came back home. 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 That's all I've ever done in my life. Worked a job like everybody else, trying to save up money, trying to work really hard, you know, towards a goal, trying to accomplish goals. And I've only done what was I thought was the right thing to do at the time was to tell my mother about what was going on. Any son would have done that. Any son would have said something, So then you have some type of doer, that wants to sit there and call you a snitch for saying something. Now he might sit there and say, oh, well, this is what he might sit there and say. Now this is what happened, right? Is when he made threats towards me, I sat there and called 911, right? Now, most people will. Because anybody that makes a threat towards you and says that they're going to bodily harm you, right, would call 911. Anybody. But for some apparent reason, logically, some apparent reason, you're being called a snitch. Now, if I understand what a snitch is, right? A snitch is somebody that you and this person go and commit a crime. Y'all both go and commit a crime together. You both committed a crime, and then later on, I end up telling on you for what you have committed a crime about. That's snitching. If I was on a stand with you, that's snitching. But going to go tell my mom, then you making threats towards me, and then me going to go call and tell the officer that you're threatening me is snitching? Are you fucking stupid? But nowadays, a lot of young individuals think this shit is snitching. I don't know who in their right mind made them think this was. I don't know if it's because of the rap music. I don't know what it is. But don't let me not get onto that right now. But if I go and tell my mom about how my sister, my blood, my sister is sitting here having sex in your house, that's my blood. I don't give a fuck about how this is your girlfriend. You can break up tomorrow like y'all did before, And that won't even be your girlfriend no more. But this will always be my goddamn sibling. Because we got the same goddamn blood. But when I sit there and I say something like this, oh, now they want to go around. So then they basically falsely accused me. They went around, told a bunch of people that I was a snitch. And I have never been gang affiliated. Basically, she and her boyfriend that she thought she was gonna love forever went and told that I was a snitch. Told a bunch of people. Now I'm in a position where from state to state to state, I got people thinking that I'm a fucking snitch when I've never ratted on nobody. And I wasn't even gang affiliated. I never been in a gang. I don't even know I don't know nothing about the gangs or any gangs or how they move or how they act or any damn thing. Anything that I've heard about gangs was probably on fucking YouTube and fucking hip hop music videos. That's it. You know? That's it. But I've been lied on and false accused. And let me tell you, some of you guys, right? To some of you guys, some of you men, sometimes you can love these women. Sometimes they can be your family. Sometimes they can be your girlfriend, whoever. But most of them, not all, most of them might end up falsely accusing you of you doing something, of you being this way or you being that way, and will lie on you purely out of pettiness. Because maybe y'all wasn't cool when you and your sister wasn't cool when y'all was growing up, when y'all was little, or when y'all got older or whatever. Y'all just wasn't cool. Y'all didn't have a great relationship. But to go and sit there and go and make a threat towards your own blood, lie on your own blood, is another fucking damn thing. And this is the boat I'm in right now, where I have been lied on. And I want to speak my truth. I want to speak my truth because I've been going through this for 5 years. They're still running my name through the mud to this day. And I'm hurt because it's like I don't really have a lot of people to tell this to. I told this to my friend. I told this to family members, but they didn't really believe me. And they're trying to move low key about this and cause more problems. And I'm just tired. All because you tried to basically tell your mom what your fucking sister was doing. Her boyfriend wanted to threaten you because of the fact that you sat there and you told your own mother. And then he want to sit there and say that you're a snitch because you go and call law, because you go and call police on him after he just fucking threatened you in your own fucking goddamn apartment. He threatened you. Some people might sit there and say, oh, yeah, that was cock blocking. So he couldn't, I didn't say he can't have sex with her. He couldn't do that in his home goddamn place. He couldn't go and do that in his goddamn apartment or wherever the fuck he lives at. But no. No. So I got a bunch of females, a bunch of individuals that everybody knows about this, that are trying to cause problems. And rather than them understanding how fucked up this situation is, no. It's, oh, he snitched. I don't owe y'all any loyalty. Why do you think in your right mind that I owe any of you motherfucking gangs loyalty? We not in no fucking gang. I ain't no gang affiliate. I'm not involved with y'all bullshit. How the fuck does that make any goddamn sense? How? How, Sway? How? I don't even know none of you niggas. Sorry for my language. But I'm fed up. And I'm gonna, this is not kid appropriate. But we'll make sure, it's not, YouTube understands that. But how? When all y'all have done is cause problems. Saying somebody a snitch for literally doing the fucking right damn thing. Are y'all backwards as shit? Y'all are backwards. Y'all are backwards. Y'all harassing me, gang stalking me, causing problems. Everywhere I go, it's a problem, bro. And it's like, I sit here and I think to myself, man, I'm glad I'm saying this on YouTube, because maybe somebody can listen to this. Maybe somebody might know. Somebody might know what's going on. Maybe, I don't know, or maybe it could just be a safe. It could be a safe space for other people to talk about how they might have been falsely accused by a woman. And I'm tired of it, because this is not my first time being falsely accused by a woman. I've been falsely accused by a woman twice. And one time it was a white woman that I was falsely accused by. She quote unquote made a lie about how I hit her. There was a group of people in the car. She claimed to say to everybody that I hit her and I punched her in her face and everything else. The people in the car literally heard this story and was like, no, he never fucking did. They didn't tell anybody that, but they should have. But people assumed that I literally hit this girl. And everybody was pissed off at me on campus about this. Second story. Right now, what I'm dealing with is the female that is my sister that falsely accused me of snitching. Never been involved with the gang and nothing like that in my life. I put that nothing. I've never been involved with any of that. And it's to the point where you've never been involved with these individuals ever in your life. It's like if I sat here and I told you to go and attack someone, right? You're a gang member. I go tell you to go attack someone. And I go ahead and I tell law enforcement. When you end up getting caught up, I end up going to tell law enforcement that your ass did it. And I go ahead and tell every damn thing that happened. And if I go and tell every damn thing that has happened, wouldn't that make me a snitch? I literally had your ass and go and do it. Or me and you were both in on that bullshit. And I literally go have your ass to go and do it. But if I was not in on that shit with you, how the fuck does that mean I'm a snitch? You threatened me. You threatened me. If you threaten me, I don't have a right to tell law enforcement that you're making threats towards me. I don't have a right. I don't have a right to tell law enforcement he's threatening me. I feel unsafe. So let me guess. Let me get this straight. So let's say, for example, if you were harassing my woman, she don't have a right to tell law enforcement that you're harassing her? Or an old lady, if you were to break into an old lady's home, she don't have a right to tell that you broke into her home? You narcissistic fucks. I mean, you. So if a woman gets our word, she don't have a right to tell. If a man gets his goddamn car busted open, he don't have a right to say something. He's a fucking civilian. He ain't no fucking goddamn gang member. But you know what? I blame hip hop for this shit. Cause the hip hop just, I blame it. I blame it. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you say. They have been creating problems for these individuals to be acting like this. And I'm through, and I'm tired, and I'm sick of it because it doesn't make it right. It's like the one issue I heard about. It was a man that got falsely accused by this white woman. It's a white man, right? He wasn't nowhere near where the lady said that he was at, but she accused him of that. That she said that he pulled down her pants and that he done some things to her, and he was nowhere near where the hell she was literally talking about, but she accused him, just to end up finding out that once he ends up getting locked up and everything, then they end up finding out that that wasn't him, and this woman got scot-free and she was fine. Things like this that just is not okay. And this is where I'm tired of the United States of America. Because they let some of these females, and I don't mean all, so don't get mad. If you're a woman and watching this, don't get mad. Because if it ain't you, and if it don't apply to you, let it fly. Listen to it, understand, have sympathy. But if it ain't talking about you, let it fly. Because I'm talking about real scenarios and messed up scenarios that are affecting other people's lives, including mine. Because we don't hold these females accountable for nothing. Nothing. I've been falsely accused by a female twice. So my issues with females are very rocky. I would say is very shaky. And sometimes makes me kind of uncomfortable. Makes me sometimes very uncomfortable. I would say the US females make me very uncomfortable. And it's not all. But it's also like I'm afraid of dealing with you. Because I don't know if you're going to lie on me tomorrow. I don't know if you're going to falsely accuse me tomorrow. I don't know what the hell you're going to do tomorrow. I don't know. And I'm sorry to say this, but it's like, I don't know. And I'm at a point. I'm at a point in my life where I realized some things. Leaving is the best option. Leaving and going away far is the best option. I'm speaking my truth because I'm tired of this crap. Most guys that get forgive them, but sometimes some guys don't forgive them because they spend years in jail. They'll spend years on a run from something or someone or a gang or being falsely accused or whatever, and become bitter and angry at a lot of these females, and rightfully so. Rightfully so. And I don't blame them. I don't blame them. I don't. It's not okay. It's not. But then you act like you're so in love with dudes that you barely even fucking marry, have some little fling with, and think that you so in love. You ain't in love. You a fool. But you know what? You learn. You learn. And I'm at that point where I've learned enough to realize this. I don't trust him. I don't like him, and I don't trust him. I've realized enough that, and I don't mean every one, some. I don't like this behavior because this behavior should have been something that you probably should have grown up learning. Like, I don't know, daddy should have taught you this. Daddy should have held you accountable. Daddy should have not held you made you think that you're a princess and that you have glowing wings. Daddy should have taught you this earlier so you don't go out in the world treating other people like this. Daddy should have taught you this. But daddy failed to teach you this. Now we're here. Where you think because because you're a woman, that you can go around accusing people and falsely accusing people and ruining people's lives. Johnny Depp is an example of someone that has been falsely accused. She left, went to Spain, and is enjoying her life. Meanwhile, Johnny Depp could have had his career ruined, money took in, everything ruined. There's guys that have their whole entire lives ruined behind this type of females, behind these type of females. And I'm tired of dealing with them. I'm sick of it dealing with them. I can't hold back no more. Because the pain, I went through this twice in my life. Twice. By a white woman and a black woman. It don't matter about skin tone anymore. It just now I start to realize that it is what it is. And I'm sick and tired of this bullshit. It don't even matter. Because when they want to accuse your ass, they'll accuse your ass. When they ready to. Sorry for my language. I don't know. I'm angry. And I'm ranting. And some people might sit there and say, "Oh, this is hateful. This is a very hateful thing to say." You know what? How else am I supposed to feel? Imagine being accused and going through this. How else am I supposed to feel? Imagine going to therapy. Imagine going to therapy twice for this crap. Imagine trying to build something and trying to work on things and trying to grow to a higher level and being put in this situation. How would you feel? How would you feel? Would you feel angry? Would you feel mad? Would you feel hurt? Would you feel forgiveness? How would you feel? If you would feel angry, then you will understand how I feel. And it has not been easy. But you're trying to learn, trying to grow, and you're trying to heal through what you went through. Some people in this world are just not right. Some people in this world are why you need to avoid. Not everyone, but certain people. Some people in this world thrive off of just making others miserable. How I can hurt you, how I can tear you down, how I can, everything be out of pettiness or just jealousy. I'm not saying to go and hate people, no. But learn to realize what things are. So, yeah. I'm learning to just cope with this. My mom, I don't even talk to anymore. I don't even, I gotta, I got a stepmom and my dad, but I don't even talk to my real mom, you know, because I was so messed up in the brain that I thought she was involved with it. I can't even go back to where I was born originally from because how I've been lied on about issues that I've never done in my entire life. And I'm tired. So I'm fed up, tired, angry. All of my nieces, nephews have all grown up. I didn't see none of them. They are all grown up now and older. Some of them are in college. I've lost so much time dealing with, and it's like I'm at a point where I can't even take it no more, dude. All of these individuals want to act like NBA YoungBoy, the YNs. All of them want to be just like who they think they want to model after. I want to be like this person. I want to be like that person. Why can't you just be your damn self? Why can't you, like, why do you have to associate a dumb identity, especially that identity, with your identity? But we're living in the age where nobody thinks for themselves. We're living in the age where we just got a bunch of clones. But you know what? You're learning. You're learning about people, life, society. You're learning about females. Sadly, the dark side of it. Not the good side, because there's amazing, wonderful females I have met in my life that very supportive, loving, caring, amazing. But there's these toxic ones that I'm talking about that just ruin your damn life. Those are the ones. So if this don't apply to you, let it fly. If you're not the toxic one, don't defend toxicity. If you defend toxicity, you are part of the problem.